Hey, welcome to A Moment to Move. My name is Garen, and today we're going to be doing a functional movement strengthening flow. So we're going to try and move all around the mat, move in all different directions, strengthen our body, and we're going to do it all in a sort of flow stage. So we're going to try to utilize our breath with our movements, and when you're ready, meet me in a squat. So we're just going to start with a little bit of a warm up here. We're just going to have a nice squat, just getting into those hip flexors, into the hips. So push into the knees with the backs of your arms, lengthen through the spine and the crown of the head. And as you inhale, we're going to roll forward, coming into a hovering tabletop, and then just start walking the hands out, moving them in all different directions, coming into a high plank. I'm just going to stretch out the wrists as we do. So we're just going to rock forward and back gently, gripping the mat with the fingertips. And then we're just going to push into the ground, come back through that hovering tabletop into a squat. Place the hands behind you. I'm off my mat now. Step my legs forward a little bit. We're going to extend back for reverse tabletop. Push myself back. So we're opening up the fronts of the shoulders there. And we're going to come forward again. Walk the feet back, coming into high plank. Squeeze the glutes. And you can just shift from side to side. Lower the knees down, walk the hands and feet together, come back into that squat position, and I'm going to again roll the hands back, so opening up the shoulder blades, pull them onto the back, squeeze the glutes, stick them to as high to the sky as you can, and lower them back down, walk the feet in, come back into that squat, roll over for the last one, start walking the feet back, and again you can just rock forward and back, gripping the mat, pushing the ground away from you. Spin the eyes of the elbows forward, just warming up the wrists, lower the knees down, walk the hands back, coming into your version of low squat. You can place something under the heels, place the hands behind you, stand up to the sky, open it up through the chest, through the shoulders, lower back down, meet in that low squat. Shake out the wrists a little bit. You may want to sway from side to side, just open up the hips a little bit more. And when you're ready, I'm going to place our hands down and meet in a nice downward facing dog. You can pedal out the feet. And when you're ready, we're going to stick that right leg up to the sky, point through the toes, push into the ground, spin the eyes of the elbows forward to the best of your ability, reach that heel down, extend through that back leg. Take a nice inhale, bend the knee, bring it into the chest, and then just roll it to the outside of that right elbow, as high up as you can. Dome in the upper back, eyes of the elbows spin forward. Inhale, and as you exhale, we're going to lower down into a chaturanga, low push-up, push back up, bring that knee up as high as you can. This time bring it into the chest, you can touch. I'm just going to have mine floating halfway, and again we're going to take that push up to the ground, take a nice inhale, bring it over to the left hand side, so it's opposite tricep, and we're going to lower down, push back up, extend that leg away from you, and open up, coming into starfish pose. So you want to make sure both legs are flexed, nice and tight. Push into that shoulder, have the shoulder stacked over the hand, extend the arm up overhead for starfish pose. And we're going to start bringing that foot round, keep pushing into the ground, and we're going to slip it underneath the left arm, coming into side plank, extending through the torso. Keep gazing down or up, wherever you want to concentrate your balance. Keep pushing into that ground. And then we're going to this time walk the left leg behind us, come up onto the tiptoes, push into the ground, and coming into a wild thing. So again, a nice little back bend, nice shoulder opener, squeeze the glutes, keep yourself nice and engaged. And then from there, we're going to bring that left foot back, place it on top of the right, bring the right foot back round to that starfish pose, and lower the hips down to the ground. So you want to flex the toes. I'm just going to take a gentle forward fold here. Take a few deep breaths. May want to sway from side to side. shake out that shoulder. And from there, we're going to bring the feet together, sort of facing the diagonal position, I guess. Place the hands behind you, lean back a little bit, and bring the feet off the ground. And then from there, we're going to bring those knees into the chest, extend, so we're sort of going along the mat again, and then we're going to make circles. Come back. There's 1, nice and low, 2, just working on the core here, 3, 4, 5, and then we go back the other way. So extend away, lower down a little bit more, bring them around, up into the chest, spin back to that 45-degree angle. There's 2, 3, 4, really crunch at the top, 5, come back, extend the legs away, so we're in that straddle position. Bring the right hand behind you next to the hip, steady and hardly push into the ground with your feet, tip them to the right, and we're going to push up back into that starfish pose where we were originally. I'm going to scoot my hand a little bit further forward, and then from there we're going to do that again. So we're going to bring that right foot under the left, scoot that left foot behind you, coming up into wildling. This time we're going to gaze to the top of the mat, create that solid foundation with the right hand, and slowly but surely bring that left leg up into chest, and then as slow as you can start pivoting onto the tiptoes of the right foot, step the left foot up to the top of the mat, and we rise up into a crescent lunge. You stick your arms overhead, take a few deep breaths. Now you're going to come into a double bent leg lunge. And you have the option here, you can take some dips like this, or if you'd like, we can start to walk that left foot further forward. I have long legs, so I need to. And then we're going to shift back, straighten the left leg, keeping a bend in the right, and then we're going to shift forward to that double bent leg lunge. This is a nice exercise to strengthen the right quad. It's also fun to move and challenge the balance at the same time. So here's 3, 4, keep the leg nice and straight, nice and toned, 5. A brief hold, bend into that front knee, and then you're going to step that right foot up to meet the left, coming into a chair pose. And from here, we're going to reach up with our hands, feel like we're grabbing a chin-up bar, and then we're going to pull that bar down, engage in the back, into the chest, and down by your side, and raise it back up. There's 1, there's 2, 3, no, chair pose is a good quad worker. 4, so take a nice slow inhale and exhale as we move through these crossbar pulling, imaginary crossbar pulling exercises. 7, 8, maybe sink a little bit lower, 9, and 10. Reach arms up and take a forward fold. From a forward fold, place your hands down, step back to your downward facing dog. And we've got to repeat that fun pattern all on the other side. So taking a couple of inhale and exhales just to reset the body, keep pushing into the ground, maybe pedal out the legs. Inhale, exhale, clear it all out, and on your inhale, sweep that left leg up to the sky. Lower that right heel down as much as you can, keep pushing into the ground, extend through that left leg, lift it as high as you can. And on your inhale, bring that left leg to the outside of that left tricep. Up again, doming that upper back, eyes of the elbows spin forward. And lower down and push back up. There's 1. Through the middle, bring it up again to the nose, or just floating halfway, and then shift forward and push back up. There's 2, and then step it up, bring it over to the left hand side, and bring back up. Extend that left leg away and under the right hand. Pivot onto the inside of the right foot, outside of the left. Extend the right arm up and over your head. Make sure that shoulder's stacked over the left elbow, the left hand. And you can bring that right hand up overhead. Keep pushing in. Spin the eyes of the elbows forward. Sit the hips to the sky. Squeeze the glutes. From there, we're going to drag that left foot along the mat underneath and stack that right foot on top. Push the hips up, squeeze the glutes, arm overhead or up to the sky. Sweep that right foot around, pushing in, coming into a wild thing. Squeeze the glutes. From there, bring that right leg around, stack it on top. Sweep that left leg back to starfish and slowly push into the ground as you lower down. Flexing the toes. We're going to take that wide-legged forward fold again. So gently fold down the middle and sway from side to side. And again, place the hands behind you. Bring the feet so they're sort of facing 45 degrees at the back left corner of your room, or whatever space you're in. And we're going to sink back a little bit. Engage the core by tucking the tailbone, float the legs. And we're going to come up and crunch. Bring the body around to the right. Lower down, extend away, sweep round and crunch. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, keep that core engaged, last 1, 5, this way, now back the other way, extend to that 45 and bring back in. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, last 1, extend away, lower down, swing around, up into the chest, and extend your legs back out for that straddle position. Place the left hand next to the left hip. Stabilize the feet. I'm going to shift a little bit further forward. I must have moved. And create a solid foundation in that left hand. Scoot the right foot in, left foot out. Push up into the hand, up overhead. The starfish pose. And we're going to swing that left leg underneath the right. Bring that right leg around, up and over for wild thing. Again, push into that shoulder, gaze to the top right corner of your mat. Bring that right knee into the right tricep and start pivoting on the left toes and step your foot alongside your left hand, rising up into crescent lunge. Again, you have the option to take crescent lunge dips or split squat dips, or again you can maybe walk that right foot forward, test the balance and strengthen the left quad at the same time by having a bend in the left leg, straightening the right. Have your arms wherever you need them for balance. There's 1, 2, lower down, 3, 4, last 1, 5. Brief pause, bend into that front leg, step that left leg up to meet the right, arms up overhead. And we'll take a few of those imaginary chin up bar crunches. So maybe sink a little bit lower this time. Maybe want to rise up onto the tiptoes. And we're going to bring the elbows into the side body and extend away. There's 1, 2, keep moving with the breath. 3, 4, 5. Halfway there. Another 5 to go. Maybe come a little bit lower. 6. If you're on your tiptoes, I know it's talking to you because mine are. 7, 8, 9. Last 1 and 10. Look at the body. Straighten the legs. Maybe stay on the tiptoes. Fold over And we're just going to bend our legs, coming into a nice squat at the top of the mat. Again, you can push into the knees with the backs of the arms to extend through the chest. We're simply going to place the hands behind us, sit down onto the mat, and extend the legs out. So, depending on your flexibility, is how you want to take this forward fold. If you can't grab your feet, you can bring your knees up into your chest and then slowly start scooting the bum back. If you're okay, and you can just extend your arms up, take that forward fold and grab the outside of the feet. Inhale through the chest and exhale, extend and lower. Flexing the toes so you feel a nice stretch through the calves and the hamstrings. Tuck that chin to the chest at the last moment to feel a nice stretch all the way through the back body. So I don't know if you've ever done some of those starfish to wild thing transitions before. It's lots of fun. You're trying to functionally improve that left shoulder, right shoulder, depending on which way we're doing it. It's always a nice exercise to try out, so you can always try that solo. When you inhale, come back up to seated. I'm going to place that block down behind me, and I'm going to take a seat on that block. So you want to cross the legs, whatever position you need, and as you inhale, bring the arms up. Exhale, you're going to twist to the side. So place your left hand on your right knee, right hand behind you, and then open up the shoulder by spinning the eyes of the elbows away from you, and you're just going to gaze over that shoulder, extending through the torso, and just taking a nice shoulder stretch here, and then twist to reset the body. And you inhale, we're going to come back up, sweep the arms up, and you're going to pass the right arm over the top of the left. Bring the left forearm hand to your face, and you're just going to stretch out through the back of the shoulder. You may want to shuffle your head from side to side. Inhale, raise your arms up. You might want to switch across to your legs. And you're going to place the right hand on top of the left knee, left hand behind you. Again, spin the eye of the elbow away from you. Gaze over the right shoulder, left shoulder. Extend through the torso. And we're going to pivot to the front. Left arm over the top of the right, straighten it, and the right arm to the face. And again, put it right in nice and tight, stretching the back of the shoulder this time. And again, you can rock your head from side to side. Release the arms down by your side, and there we have it. You can take it, you can lie down, you can stay in your seated position here, but yeah, there it was, a nice, strong, movement-based functional strengthening flow. So we tried to move in a functional way, we've tried to strengthen the whole body, we've tried to utilize repetitions to build strength, and we definitely tried to get some shoulder stability with those starfish to wild thing transitions. So I hope you've enjoyed it, and yeah, let me know how this was for you. And if you've enjoyed it, there's plenty of other videos on the class, and I'd like to say thank you so much for joining me here at A Moment to Move. And yeah, feel free to hit that like, subscribe, or maybe share it with someone that you think may benefit from a movement practice like this. It'd be greatly appreciated. And thank you so much for joining me here at A Moment to Move, and I'll be sure to catch you on the next one.